Hello YouTube, this is TD Destroyer, and I'm here on February the 6th. This is the day after the Storm of Ragnarok sneak peek, and I have a Karakuri deck, and I've updated my deck with the new Storm of Ragnarok cards. So I just wanted to show the deck off real quick. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to explain the monster's effects and stuff. First, I'm going to be running 2 copies of Karakuri Merchant Model 177 in Sayashi. His effect when he hits all Karakuris when they hit the field. Okay, wait. What am I talking about? Okay, Karakuris must attack if able. When it's in face-up attack position and selected as a target, it changes to defense. There's only a couple Karakuris that change no matter what. I only run one of them in my deck, but who cares? When he hits the field, you get to search your deck and add one Karakuri card from your deck to your hand. So it doesn't matter if it's a monster or if it's one of the spells for the card, or the archetype. Next, 2 Karakuri Ninja Model MDL 339 Shazank. This Karakuri monster, same as before, when flipped up, but now when flipped face up, you get to send one card your opponent controls to the graveyard. It's not destroyed. It's one card, or one face up monster on the field, and then he can attack directly. Now, ruling with this card: if this card gets flipped up and he's the only face up monster, he must send himself. His effect is mandatory. That's actually a really good effect for getting around cards that are protected when destroyed. Next, 2 Karakuri Bushi Model 6318 Mazunchika Chichat blah 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 pronunciation fail. Who cares? Mazu something. 1800 beater. When he's on the field, if a Karakuri monster gets destroyed, he gains 400 attack permanently. That's actually a pretty good effect. Then 2 copies. This card came from Storm of Ragnarok. 2 copies of Karakuri Muso Model 818 Hayapa. He's a 2100 beater. After he attacks, he switches to defense mode. If he's in attack mode and selected the attack target, he switches to defense mode. Pretty good card. It's got great offensive, and he's a level 4. That's one thing I love about this card. Like, even when he's selected as an attack, if he's a level 4, so you don't have to tribute for him. He just bam on the field. So you gotta love that. Next, we run 2 copies of Karakuri Ninja Model 919 Kuik. Must attack if able. This one switches no matter what. So if in defense position and selected as attack target, she switches to attack. 1700 attack. When she destroys an opponent's monster by battle, I get to special summon 1 level 4 low Karakuri from my graveyard in defense position. Pretty good for recycling cards in the grave. Next, 3 Karakuri Soldier Model 239 Nisamu. This card, attack when able, switches to defense. If he's destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, special summon 1 Karakuri monster from your deck in face-up attack position. Now, understand this. The monster special summoned by this effect, if it's during your turn, must attack. That's one thing I didn't realize. Look, I wasn't paying attention when I did it, and I was like, crap. So, if you go Nisamu, bam, bring out another Nisamu. He has to attack, bam. Bring out another Nisamu. He has to attack, bam. Then you bring out Kuik. Kuik has to attack. Kuik can kill the thing, whatever. Now, there are combos you can do to protect yourself from that. For example, with the next monster I'm about to bring out, 3 Karakuri Strategist, level 3 tuner of the deck. When he hits the field via normal or special summon, he can select one monster in the field and change its battle position. So, you can change his battle position to defense mode, and he's a 1600 blocker, or you can leave him in attack mode, switch your opponent's monster to defense mode, and then just run into the monster. Pretty good. Also, since this effect targets, it kills Spirit Reaper. Remember that. Spirit Reaper is a very annoying card. Next, the only non-Karakuri monster in my main deck. 2 Ancient Gear Gadotron Dragons. Just because it's a really good machine card, and when it's on the field, your opponent has to commit resources to getting it off. Okay, and now we're going to move on to our spell card lineup. So we're going to start off with 1 Limited Removal. Duh, machine deck. Who wouldn't run that? Triple Book of Moon to manipulate positions, because that's what this deck's about. It's mainly manipulating field position. This is really a pretty good control deck when I think about it. 2 MST. Duh. 1 Giant Trinade. 2 Machine Duplication. I'm gonna explain more about this once I'm done running through the deck. 2 Karakuri Anatomy. Now, Karakuri Anatomy, when a Karakuri monster on the field's battle position changes, put a counter on this card. From there, it's just like, what's it called? 6am United. So, 2 counters, max, pop it, draw 2 cards. Pretty good draw power for the deck. Dark Hole, duh. Another card from Storm of Ragnarok. Karakuri Cache. Select 1 physical Karakuri monster you control. Add 1 level 4 or lower monster from your deck to your hand and change the battle position of the selected monster. I really like this. This is good for searching stuff out. And also, if you have a monster in defense position, like say, okay, I had somehow my Kuik got put in defense position. I don't want to lose life points next turn, so I just go bam, cache, switch her to attack mode, and then I search my deck, add something to my hand. Pretty useful. And then when I get attacked next turn, she'll switch to defense mode to protect me. I'll put her back where she was. Next, I run 2 Karakuri Showdown Castle. Field spell for Karakuris. What happens is, while it's on the field, if your Karakuri monster attacks an opponent's monster, you can change your opponent's monster's battle position. When it's destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can select 1 level 4 or higher Karakuri monster in your graveyard and special summon it. Then I run 2 Gear Town. Gear Town really has no effect in this deck other than to bring out Gadgetron when it's destroyed. And then of course 1 Monster Reborn. Better yet, Spanish Monster Reborn. Okay, now we're going to move into our traps. I only run 6 traps in this deck. So, our trap lineup: Toronto Tribute, Starlight Road, Compulsion, Mirror Force, Double Bottomless. Real quick, I'm going to go through just the synchros that are specific to this deck. I run 2 copies. This synchro came out of this pack. 2 copies of Karakuri Steel Shogun Model 00X Buradio. And I run 3 copies of Karakuri Shogun Model 00 Burai. Buradio's effect, both of them have the effect when they hit the field, you get to special summon a Karakuri from your deck. The Steel Shogun, his effect, when a Karakuri monster once per turn, when a Karakuri monster on the field's battle position is changed, draw a card. This guy, you can change the battle position of 1 monster on the field per turn. So, now let's get down to the one bread and butter combo of this deck, because this deck is very good at comboing and pulling out these synchros. This one, the regular Shogun more than the Steel Shogun, but the deck has one combo that's a game-ending combo when it's pulled off, and it revolves around this guy, any other level 4 monsters in your deck. Hey there. No. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so it involves this guy, 8 level 4 monsters in your deck, and machine duplication. So, real quick, move stuff around. So, you're in a duel. You have him face up on the field. Your opponent has no back row. In hand, you have these 2 cards. You have basically game. Your turn starts. Summon Shogun. Play machine duplication, which allows you to select 1 machine monster on your side of the field with 500 attack or less. Special summon all copies of it from your deck. So, bam bam. Suddenly, you have 4 monsters in the field. What you do is you sync your Shogun level 3 with your level 4 Karakuri monster. Send to the graveyard. Bring out. Bam. Another Shogun. He brings out another level 4. You sync that in with your guy again. 2 Shoguns. Another level 4. Sync in. All of a sudden, after playing only a couple cards, you got 3 big monsters, and the last one's effects can bring out another one. That is an amazing combo to pull off, especially if it's early in the game, because then it can basically freeze anything your opponent does. So that's actually like one of the biggest combos of the deck. This guy, he can come out too, but he's more situational. Currently, I don't have Cyber Dragons in this deck because I don't have any. I'm actually looking for some. So once I find some, I'm probably gonna run at least 2, probably 3 in here. All I have to do is find room for them, which that's actually gonna be a bit of a. It's gonna take a bit of work to do. But yeah. And last thing before I close out this video, I'm gonna go over my side deck that I've put together for this deck as of now, with 6 Sams being potentially ridiculous. 6 Sams, not a bad deck until now. Now they've become a bad deck because they have too much power. So I'm going to go over my 15 card side deck for this deck. First card, my 3rd copy of Bushi. I have a Gore's Emissary of Darkness, Consecrated Light for Gravekeepers and Blackwings. 2. Oh, whoa, cards out of order? No, I only have 1. Okay, whatever. Nobleman Crossout, Quarter of Agony. Nobleman is for Gravekeepers, stop those spy and guard plays. Quarter of Agony, not 6 Sams, GBs. Machine Dupe, simple. 3rd copy, just in case I'm not seeing it as much as I'd like. Sword, just in case I'm playing a person with a very aggressive deck and I need time to think. 2 copies of Fissure, just to clear my opponent's field, just for some 1-for-1 destruction. Mirror of Othis, stop GBs. It's actually pretty funny. Malevolent Catastrophe. This card is not being main decked, but I'm side decking it. The reason being, Heavy Storm is banned. Back rows are annoying. People don't really play Starlight Road as much, and now with back rows being as ridiculous as they are right now, what's happening in tournaments is people will set their entire hand, spells, traps, or otherwise. Good back row destruction can screw your opponent up big time, or it'll force them to commit a solemn judgment or solemn warning to stop that destruction. Mind Crush. And then my 2 special cards for 6 Sam players, Goes in Match and Battle with Elements. 6 Sams are all different attributes, so Goes in Match, they can only control one type of they can only control one attribute on the field at a time. Battle with Elements, same thing, but only activates for one moment. Goes in Match is continuous. Figure I put them both in. I'm really running out of time now, so I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.